How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. I know you have a busy
Yes.
schedule. And congratulations on the new film.
Thank you. I'm so excited for the world to see it.
Me too. I actually did an advanced screening, so I'm
Oh,
excited too
great.
for you guys.
Thank you.
So, my first question for you. In tackling the role of Stagecoach Mary, what have you learned or relearned about yourself throughout the process of bringing this character to life?
What have I learned about myself? I think I've learned about myself that strength and softness aren't mutually exclusive. I think Mary does a really nice job, or does an interesting job of balancing the two throughout the film, with her own kind of needs as a person, of not feeling like they are attached. I'm speaking kind of specifically in terms of like a romantic situation here, but I mean it for myself overall, of having a sense of attachment because you love someone and you want to be loyal to them, but then also needing to honor yourself and your own needs. And even just like her physical strength and her survivor abilities, versus also her like softness and love and tenderness as well. And I think there's always this narrative which I've actually never subscribed to, but I think it's a good reminder essentially of like, you got to be hard to get ahead. And I really think you can also be kind and gentle and get ahead as long as you're clear and you have boundaries and you communicate them with grace and with respect. And so, I don't know. I feel like in some ways, she does that, but she gets scrappy too.
Yes. Very well-rounded, a well-rounded character. I will say that. And with so many great performances under your belt, at this stage in your career, what do you look for when it comes to choosing roles or committing to projects?
It's always a bunch of different things. Honestly, it kind of always depends on where I'm at with my life and whatever's resonating with me. I would say one big hard fast rule I have is, would I watch it? And if I wouldn't, then I'm most likely not gonna engage in the project, even if it's interesting in other ways or something. I just feel like I want to make things that I want to consume. I'm just really interested in, like, this is kind of vague, but I just really find humans really interesting, and I want to explore all the complexities of the human existence. I think we are nuanced and have contradictory ways of thinking, and I want to like take on a character that, I don't know, that is really existing in the gray, because I think we're all in that. And I think we can all get caught up in sort of binary ways of thinking, because that's what we're taught. But really, we all contain multitudes. And I think about that a lot with myself. And so I'm really looking for characters like that. But that, I get offered all kinds of stuff. So that doesn't mean I also find other things interesting. But that is what I'm really drawn to at this moment.
Nice. That was some great insight. And this is actually my last question.
Okay.
Now, we learned a great deal about Nat Love and Rufus Buck's background. But if we were to peel back the layers of who Stagecoach Mary is at the core and learn about her foundation that contributed to the woman she is, what do you think we would discover?
That's a good question. I think she is very led by a sense of independence. I think, which makes me think of there's a book which I think everybody knows by, the author is Khalil Gibran, if I'm not mistaken, called The Prophet. I think like almost everybody knows this book, but it's a great book. And there is a passage in this book about contemplating marriage. And marriage, you know, they talk about like two pillars need to stand separate in order to be strong, or like a tree can't grow in the shadow of another tree. You must drink from each other's cup, but not from the same cup. Essentially talking about like, you can be an independent individual and move forward in the world in your own fullness. And you don't need to lean on anyone else to be stronger. And I feel like Mary is this way, not just in her love story with Nat, but I think with the world. I feel like she really honors her ability to be a full individual, and she can support herself and take care of herself, and she can allow these other things in, including love and including, you know, feeling emotionally attached to somebody, but while still holding her full integrity and not sort of having any kind of codependency. I don't know, that's for me, Mary.
Awesome. Well, that was great. Thank you for this. That's my time. It was so great connecting with you.
You too. Bye.